with Traders 20 right here on ET Now. It's a bit of consolidation kicking in for the broader markets, particularly the small cap index, which is consolidating above its 20 daily moving average. Some of the stocks which are hitting fresh highs then today, Geometric doing well for itself, as is the V-Guard Industries. Remember, it was a stellar set of numbers and the streets still cheering that for the second day on the chart, now up by 3.5%. Apart from that, Heidelberg also doing well for itself. Let's pull up some of the other counters which are seeing a bit of traction. Relaxo Footwear as well as Wendt India, some of the other counters in the broader markets which are gaining ground. Okay, time to then bring on board our next two technical experts, Rajat Bose and Deepak Mohani, are here with us with their top trading ideas. And Rajat, let's start off with you, and it's a lot of nifty names, and the first one of course is the result boy, Bharti Airtel.
Yeah, my choice for picking up Bharti is that despite the fact that Bharti might have weakened due to a lot of concerns over its fundamental performance, but the 3-month low on 24th of May, it hit 280.50. A day prior, it hit 280.10, and today once again it hit levels very close to 280. So this is a major support area, and a stock that bounces back by more than 1% after hitting that low, and especially when you get trades say within a minute, more than 1.2 million shares were traded in one instance, and in another instance about 0.8 million shares were traded. That means that some people are already doing some bottom fishing here. So chances are that if you put a stop loss below 280, you're more likely to succeed at least on a pullback rally to up to 292, and that's the target I have chosen. The next target of course would be gap filling 294. Infi is another stock. Here it is a bullish case because it has shown on the end of the chart there is a breakout above 2270, and even though it is correcting a bit on the intraday chart after touching 2293 kind of levels, I believe that 2270 would not be broken. So I have put a stop loss at 2268, and I keep a target of 2305 to about 2315. The target could be met in a day or two maximum, I mean including today's session. HDFC Bank, I have kept it as a sell because 603 to about 604 is a very strong resistance in my technical studies, even though it would be moving to uncharted territory if it were to go to those levels. But what I find is that it is already in a profit booking mode, and it can hit 595 to about 591 before crossing 604. So I put a stop loss above 604, and I suggest selling this stock on any rally towards 601, and the targets being 595 and 591. These are the three picks I have for T20 today.
Buy Bharti Airtel, buy Infosys, sell and HDFC Bank. That's what Rajat Bose is advising. Let's find out what Deepak Mohani has got for us today, and instead of the large caps, it's the mid caps that you're focusing on.
Well, it's a mix. There is a buy in SKS Microfinance, which has moved up today to a 3-month high. It's gained a lot of momentum in the last couple of weeks. The trade is with a stop loss of 97.5 and a target of 103. Tata Global Beverages, this is a stock that's been steadily climbing now for 3 or 4 months, and it doesn't decline very much on corrections, and it started a fresh move again today. So this is a buy with a stop loss of 129 and a target of 136. There is one short sale, a pure day trade to be squared off today itself. Dena Bank with a stop loss of 91.5 and a target of 88. It's fallen to a 2-week low when market conditions are favorable, so clearly not much demand for this stock.
Okay, to buy ideas, one short is what Deepak is recommending at this point in time. But let's also touch upon the commodities pack and get you the latest developments there. Manisha Gupta, commodities editor, is here with us for more on that. Of course, yesterday was a stellar rally for crude prices, especially 1.5% to 2% sort of gains is what we witnessed, Manisha. So what's happening with the commodities basket right now?
So slight profit taking as far as it comes to the industrial commodities. Crude prices, after hitting a 2-month highs in the markets yesterday, are trading slightly in the negative. It really has to do with the US inventories data, where you have seen the US crude consumption decline 4% in the previous week, and ditto for the gasoline consumption, that is at a Feb lows. There has been gains though in the natural gas prices because of the weather forecast coming in for the East US there. A bit of a decline is what you have seen in the base metal prices as well, but the markets are expecting some China stimulus to come in, and that in turn is supporting the prices on those lower levels. As far as the gold prices go, where there are hopes that the EU might come out with some firm steps to curb the crisis there, and that has been supportive. So gold prices all in all holding around that 1610 in the Asian markets right now. Let's get in then Vandana Bharti from SMC to give a sense on how would you want to trade all of those commodities today. Vandana, hi, thank you for joining us. How would you want to look at the crude prices for the intraday market now?
Manisha, I'm still bullish on crude because we have some positive news on this commodity, and yesterday we have seen technical bounce breakout in this commodity, and today correction should be utilized as a buying opportunity. And one thing more, that US Energy Department, it has raised the price forecast for crude oil, and now it is $93.90, and this is also supportive for this rally in crude oil. So yes, 5200 should be a target price for crude oil if somebody buy at current level, and yes, here the stop loss would be of around 5100, and similarly energy counter, even natural gas is looking good right now.
Vandana, what's your sense coming in for gold then? Because in last 2 days we've seen 1.6% again in coming in prices. Today it's very flat, but are you looking at further rise from here?
Yeah, Manisha, I'm looking for further rise because even in international market and in the Indian market, it is trading near the baseline, and $1,600 is a very good support for gold in international market. Here in India, 29,800 is a very strong support for this commodity, and we are expecting some positive news from European Union. And if we see some kind of any positive movements in euro, and already crude is trading in a positive way. So yes, these two can trigger a buy in gold. And in Indian market, I'm not so bullish because recently rupee has appreciated and it is trading near the level of 55. So yes, there is a limited upside in India.